Where was Zoe Deschanel in this? Hi, and welcome to the Lost Levels review of Let's Be Cops, starring Jake Johnson as Ryan and Damon Wayans Jr. as Justin, who are most known for their roles in The New Girl. Basically, this movie is about two guys who live in LA who are down on their luck. One day they decide to go to the masquerade ball, which they stupidly mistake for a costume party, and they go there as cops. Once they leave the party, they start wandering the streets of LA, and they kind of start noticing all the attention they're getting from being dressed as cops, and they start liking the respect that they get as from being dressed as cops. So they decide to be cops, essentially. They take full advantage of this newfound respect, and one of them, Ryan, starts to take that respect too far, and Justin, it really isn't into the whole facade that they're creating, but eventually he succumbs to it, but gets to the point where they take it too far and they cross the wrong people, and hilarity, well, not hilarity, but let's say some minor chuckles ensue from that. Now, being a comedy, a lot of the jokes seem to fall flat and can barely muster a smirk from me, but the ones that are actually funny and do get a chuckle out of me tend to run a little long and just beaten down like a dead horse. And that kind of results in a movie that's much too long and can easily be cut down by another half hour or so. So it just kind of creates a bland atmosphere for the whole movie. Also, oddly enough, for being a comedy, the movie gets really dark and really serious rather quickly, and it kind of realizes that its comedy roots aren't quite being as fulfilled as they hoped, and it turns into a very half-inspired action film that's kind of like a buddy cop movie, but doesn't really quite reach its full potential. Now, throughout the movie, Ryan and Justin are supposed to be really good friends. They grew up together in Ohio and moved to LA, and you get the sense that they're supposed to be really good friends. You know, this is supposed to be kind of like a buddy cop movie of sorts, but that sense of camaraderie and friendship it's never really fully explored, I felt. You realize they're friends, but it doesn't feel like it's a really deep friendship, because throughout the movie they're constantly butting heads and going against each other. And, you know, I realize friends do that. They're not always going to agree, but at the same time you kind of want to see them be like, all right, let's do this. Let's have fun. Let's be proactive. Let's, you know, get all this done. But that never really happens. So the whole buddy aspect isn't really fleshed out all that well, and kind of like all the jokes, falls flat. Now, the most disappointing thing about this movie is that it is its standard buddy comedy. It reaches the same points that you're expecting in every movie like this, and it really does nothing different or really expands upon that formula. That's the thing, it's really formulaic. Now, the thing is, this movie is so formulaic that they kind of hang the lampshade on it to the point where one of the characters actually comments on how everything is turning into a cliche of this movie, and it really draws you out of the movie and kind of makes you wish you were watching something else at this point. Now, unfortunately, as much as I wanted to like this movie, I just really couldn't get into it. It's really formulaic and not necessarily a bad movie, just a really bland movie. And as much as I like these two actors in their roles on New Girl, you know, I was hoping to get that same appreciation of their roles, but it's never really reaches its potential. And I'm sorry to say, this is a movie you can really skip, even if it's on TV for free to watch. You don't need to waste your time on it. It does nothing new. The jokes fall flat, and it's just an all-around movie that becomes uninspired and really isn't worth watching. So I'm hoping I'm saving you a few bucks by not recommending this movie, and probably saving you a couple hours of your life as well. So thank you for watching this review. Make sure you check out our website, lostlevel.com. We have a podcast that we do semi-regularly that you can listen to as well. Check us out on Facebook. Like us on there. We're The Lost Level on Facebook as well. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/TheLostLevel. And finally, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, The Lost Level. That way you can see our reviews and our podcasts that we upload to there as well. Once again, thank you for listening, and hope to see you next time. Bye!